All right, well, it's time for another ship with me. Happy Monday. I am going to go over my sales from the past weekend, and I am thinking of this weekend as the new normal. I think, a few months ago, this would have been a bad weekend, but now I think, being so low, I have to readjust my expectations, and I had some really good sales, like individual sales this weekend that I'm excited to go over with you on, and it was just pretty much average, I think, each day. So this is my new normal, and we'll see, if I adjust my expectations. I really wouldn't want my performance to really dip too much below this, but I'm okay with this. So, and if I can do better in the future, that'd be great. All right, so let's start out with how my sales were on Friday. Overall, I had a total sales number of $323.97, and then a total gross profit of $198.38. And again, just to go over it, because I always get this comment or question down below, is gross profit is different from net profit. So gross profit will include all of my cost of sales, meaning my cost of goods, my shipping costs, and my platform fees. Net profit would include all expenses of my business. So it would include the rent of this office space. It would include, gas, mileage, all of the things. So in these videos, we really just stick to gross profit. All right, so that's not too bad, about $323 in sales. So let's get started. The first was actually a sale I shipped out Friday morning, and it's a sale of something that I talked about in a recent Ship With Me video, and it's a tie. Back in, I think a couple Ship With Me's ago, I sold a tie on eBay for 10 bucks. I talked about how I picked up a bunch of ties that just weren't moving. Well, on Friday, I actually sold another tie, and it was a much better sale. So I sold this Ted Baker 100% silk pink floral tie. It was really cute. I got it at the bins for 79 cents. I had it listed, as well as all my ties listed, for $40, and it sold for $28 with a 30% offer to liker, which gave me a gross profit of $19.59. which is great. Took 52 days to sell. So very happy with that sale. It definitely motivates me to pick up more ties. And that 30% off sale was generated by, of course, Poshmark Friday. If you watch these videos, you're probably tired of me saying this, but for those of y'all who don't know, I think it's really important to know, if you sell in Poshmark, I really suggest that you use an automation tool, and the automation tool that I recommend is Poshmark Friday. It is what I use within my business, and I send out 30% off offers anytime someone likes something in my closet. And I also use it to share my closet. I also use it every Sunday to send out a bulk offer of 40% off, which I'll talk about when we get to Sunday sales. But yeah, definitely recommend Poshmark Friday. If you use my code MOGIBETH, you'll get 20% off your first purchase, and you also get to try it for 2 weeks free. So you might as well just try it out, see if you like it, see if you have a return on your investment. If I were to guess, you're going to. Now let's move on to the sales I haven't shipped out yet. The first is a really exciting one. We'll start with Poshmark this time. We usually start with eBay, but since I just went over a Poshmark sale, I'll just keep on going in that direction. And this is from a recent Thrift With Me video, which I'll link up on the screen. It was a brand that a lot of y'all commented on that you love or you were excited to learn about, because this was a new brand to me. It is Ivy City Co. It is a brand that really tends to sell like mommy and me, or like mommy and child matching outfits, which is cute. And someone actually in that video suggested, if you ever find Ivy City Co. Dress, look in the kids section to see if you can find the matching one, because if you can sell them together, they'll typically sell for really good money. So this was, I almost passed on it in the dresses section. It was new with tag, but then I checked comps, because I had never heard of Ivy City Co. before. Checked comps, and I was like, oh, this is actually does really well. Let me take a risk and try it out. So I did, and very happy with the results. So I marked it up to 145, and then literally the day I listed it, it might have been to one of y'all, not sure. Literally the day I listed it, it sold for $100. So that gave me a gross profit of $47.99. And yeah, sold same day. So definitely a Bolo brand. One I didn't know and now I do. It's a really beautiful embroidered dress, really well constructed dress. So yeah, Ivy City Co. Okay. So I want to try to package this up well. Maybe I'll put a thank you sticker too. Okay, and then I actually only had 3 sales on Poshmark on Friday. So my last sale was this City Chic faux leather jacket. I actually featured this in a TikTok in which Matt narrated it. So if you follow me on TikTok, you might have seen that. I mean, sorry, on TikTok or Instagram. I posted a reel on Instagram too. And it was pretty funny. He just called it a mauve jacket and people were impressed that he knew the color mauve. But it's a really cute jacket. I've had it longer than I thought I would though. I did thrift it at a regular Goodwill for half off, so $6.49. And I had it listed for $58. And it sold for $40, which gave me a gross profit of $23.49, which is great. It did take 177 days to sell though, but that's okay. I'm happy with the result of the eventual sale. Let's see what's in here. Sometimes y'all ask where these poly mailers come from, and I don't have an affiliate link. You can't get them on Amazon. They're eco-enclosed mailers, and I got them really because they are the most eco-friendly, option when it comes to mailers. So it's just I think it's ecoenclosed.com in case you want to check it out. Okay, so let's move on to eBay. The first was, I actually had 3 sales on eBay as well, so that was a good sales day. The first was this Gani dress. This is actually from my own personal closet. I've worn it actually in a few different videos, but I decided to let it go. So I had a $0 cost of goods since it was mine, and I had it listed for $100. I received an offer on eBay for $60 plus $6.99 shipping, and it was actually an international buyer. So I went ahead and accepted that, and that gave me a gross profit after shipping and everything of $48.56. So it's a good sale. Oh, what am I doing? This was an older style Gani dress, but I do love selling Gani. It's one of the brands I covered in my 50 Bolo brand PDF, which you can download for free on my website. It's a few years, or a couple years old at least, so it might be a little bit outdated, but I still love selling all those brands on that list. Just the average sales prices and so forth has probably shifted a bit. Okay, next is a Prana Bridget top. I did thrift this in a Vin's Thrift With Me video. I don't know if I'll be able to find which one, so, but if for those of y'all who watch all my videos, maybe you'll recognize it. It is a Prana Bridget sun top. I think I projected it to sell for more because I had it listed for 30 and then received an offer on eBay for 12 plus $5.99 shipping, which I just went ahead and accepted because I'd had it for 172 days. And that gave me a gross profit of $9.54. And so it's not my best sale of all time, but it's fine. I moved it and I made 10 bucks, so I'm not complaining. Boop, boop. Okay. And then my last eBay sale. This was also from a Bins Thrift With Me. I think it was the very average Bins Thrift With Me. I think that's what I entitled it. I'll link that up on the screen. Which, if you have a YouTube channel, titling anything very average is not a good way to get have a successful ranking in the algorithm. People are not going to click on that. But anyway, it was very average except for this t-shirt. And someone actually commented that, like, finding a t-shirt that's going to sell for $70, I wouldn't consider that average. And so this was a Nike Travis Scott collaboration tee, and I listed it for 100. I projected that it would sell for 70, I'm pretty sure, if I remember right. And but I had it for 102 days, so I got an offer for 65 plus $5.99 shipping, and so I went ahead and accepted that. So that's actually pretty close to what I projected, and that gave me a gross profit of $49.21, which is great. Very happy with this sale, and 102 days actually isn't that long. So yeah, a not so average t-shirt sale, I would say. It's pretty good. But I find I'm slowly getting better at finding and identifying higher end or expensive Nike pieces to sell, because now that I live in Oregon, I'm more likely to come across higher end Nike pieces. There's just Nike's headquartered in Beaverton, which is right outside of Portland. And so yeah, I'm just more likely to come across it. Okay, so let's move on to Saturday. Saturday, I had a total sales of $380.48, and then I had a profit of $208.96. So very comparable. And yeah, happy with this sales day. So let me grab my stuff. And we'll start out with eBay. The first was this J. Crew linen petite jumpsuit. Got it at the Bins. I think it was missing the waist tie, if I remember correctly. My cost of goods on this was $1.14, and I had it listed for $35. Someone sent me a offer for $20.50, which I accepted, plus $7.99 shipping. So after fees and shipping and everything, my gross profit was $15.96. And it sold after 94 days, so not too bad. And then I had one more sale on eBay on Saturday, and it was something that I actually purchased for Crossroads. It's a vintage piece. It's this vintage 90s or 2000 Y2K via floral sequin crop top. I took it to Crossroads. They didn't want it, so I went ahead and listed it. Now is a good time to be a vintage seller, I think. think it's easier to find 90s Y2K vintage than, you know, 70s or 50s or 60s, I don't know. And there's just a huge buying pool for it. So if you're a vintage seller, let me know in the comments down below. I'm toying with the idea of picking up and selling more vintage. But anyways, this I got at the bins for $1.06. I listed for $28, and then received an offer for $19 plus $5.99 shipping. So I accepted that, and so I had a gross profit of $14.66, and it sold after only 60 days, so about 2 months. All right, now moving on to my Poshmark sales. The first being this pair of Sam Edelman Raquel knee-high boots. These are gorgeous. I need to wrap them up, but I actually have a few of these. If you want some, they're size 8.5. They're absolutely gorgeous, new with tag, and I got them in liquidation, so I paid $9.81 per pair in this liquidation palette. I have them listed for $115. Someone accepted my Posher VA 30% off offer for $80, so I had a gross profit of $52.17, and these took 187 days to sell. So let me wrap these up. All right, that box is very long, so I just had to like jerry-rig this box. If you ever want me to show you how to do that, let me know in the comments down below. I'm not an expert at it by any means, but got the job done. All right. Yeah, in fact, I don't know if I should even show y'all how to do that yet until I get a little better at it myself. But if you're interested, maybe I can find a video and link it down below. Okay, so let's move on. And the next sale was a bins item that I found. It was this Leisure collared shirt. It's a golf brand, I believe. And I got it at the bins for 90 cents. I listed it for 20 and it sold for full price for 20, so that's great. So that gave me a gross profit of $13.08, and it only sold after 15 days. So definitely happy with that result. Leisure, I'll pick it up again, I guess, in the future if I see it, because it did perform quite well, but I didn't list it for too high, so we'll see. Okay, let me just put that there. Okay. Oh, next was a really good sale. I've had this forever, but it came through when I needed it. That's my new go-to saying, I guess. This is a new without tags Proenza Schooler top, and I spent good money on it because I got it through a very expensive liquidation palette, $45.15. So I had it listed for $175, and it sold full price for $175, which gave me a gross profit of $86.88, which is great. But it took 708 days to sell. So very grateful that it sold, especially for that price. And yeah, it came through when I needed it. My best sale of the weekend. Proenza Schooler, I've actually found at the thrift store before. One of my best thrift trips ever. I found Ula Johnson and Proenza Schooler at the thrift store, and I did a video. I'll link it up on the screen if I can find it. But this one wasn't. It's a high-end designer if you're not familiar with it. But yeah, very happy with that sale. Okay, next was a bins find. This was a J. Crew men's sweater that I picked up, and I think it had a flaw, which I can't remember now, but maybe you'll see it in the thing. I don't know, I can't remember, but I listed for $18, which makes me think it had a flaw. And it sold for 30% off for $12. So that gave me a gross profit of $6.13, and it sold after 47 days. So, I mean, I wouldn't have picked it up if I realized it had that flaw, but it sold and I made some money, so that's good. I always just use, whenever I use these priority mailers, I always use the label essentially as tape. I don't necessarily put it in that little square that it tells you to put it in. I use it as tapes because sometimes this adhesive can be a little bit unreliable. Okay. And then my last sale on Poshmark was this Fate Distressed sweater. I'm not really familiar with this brand. I got it through liquidation for $3.62, and I had it for a while. I had it listed for $35 because it was cute. I must have checked comps and priced it accordingly. It's also a plus size sweater, but I wasn't selling, so someone sent me an offer for $12, which I countered with $16. And they accepted that. So that made me a gross profit of $7.16, but it took 426 days to sell. So I don't think I would necessarily recommend you run out and buy a sweater, a Fate sweater to sell, especially since this was new without tag. But it's cute and plus size. So I'm surprised it took so long to sell. And I'm surprised it didn't sell for more, but oh well. Happy about the sale nonetheless. Cool. Okay, and then I actually had a Mercari sale. So my only Mercari sale of the weekend. Definitely not, Mercari is definitely platform number 3 in terms of sales, and by a wide margin, but still produces sales every once in a while, so that's good. This was a bins find from a little while ago. I actually sold this pair of pants before in a larger size and it performed better, but this was in a size 0. It was an Anthropologie Jackson tapered utility pant. I found it at the bins for 90 cents, had it listed for $30, received an offer on Mercari for $24. And accepted it. So that gave me a gross profit after fees and shipping of $12.92 because I do free shipping on Mercari, and it sold after 108 days. So I was very happy to see this sell, and it sold for a good price. My Mercari label fell. Okay. All right, here we go. And I ship on Mercari through pirateship.com. I don't go through Mercari. Okay, just FYI. Okay, so that is Saturday. Let's move on to the last day, Sunday. Sunday, I had $299.99 in sales. So it's actually my worst day of the weekend, which is usually not the case. Usually Sunday's my best because I run that 40% off sale, but sometimes it happens like this. $299.99, almost exactly $300. And then a profit of $174.84. So I had just one eBay sale. My one eBay sale was this new with tag Eliza J seamed fit and flare dress, size 10. And I got this through liquidation. I had it listed for $60 and it sold for 10% off on eBay. My full price sales are always 10% off because I'm always running a 10% off sale on eBay. And so 10% off plus $7.99 shipping results in a sold price of $61.99. And after fees and shipping, etc., my gross profit was $35.39. It did take a while for this dress to sell. It sold after 671 days. I love selling Eliza J. I picked this up again, actually, if I came across it, because Eliza J just sells consistently for me. Like, I had no doubt that this would eventually sell, but if it's a more solid color dress or a more basic style, it usually takes a little bit longer to sell. The Eliza J pieces that do the best are always the formal wear pieces or just like a more design-centric maxi dress. So, yeah, I'm not surprised that this took a while to sell, but it was new to tag, size 10. Both of those things are good. And when it did sell, it sold for good money, so I'm happy about the sale. All right, I gotta ship this out in a flat rate, so just gotta. Okay, similarly, I'm going to put this label over that flap. Okay, so that was my one eBay sale. The rest on Sunday were Poshmark. Almost all of these are from the 40% off sale, except for I think this first one and my last one. So this first one was from a 30% off offer to Liker, and it was a Tommy Bahama Baja board short. Tommy Bahama is one of my favorite bread and butter brands to pick up. This is a men's swimsuit essentially, and swimsuits are selling well right now. So I had this listed for $33 and it sold for $23. And since I got it at the bins for 96 cents, that resulted in a gross profit of $15.42, and it sold after only 60 days. Where's this going? Texas. Alright. Okay, so then everything else sold, I think, for 40% off. So the first was this pair of new tag Wild Fox lounge pants I had for quite a while. I had for 730 days. Actually, I think I remember when I picked these up. So anyways, I listed these for $35 and they sold for 40% off for $21. And anyway, and that gave me a gross profit of $8.79. And yeah, they took 730 days to sell. Wild Fox, I maybe would pick it up at the bins if it was really cute, but that's about it. I'm just not super keen on Wild Fox, but this was a cute pair of pants and a great lounge piece. So I hope whoever did buy them loves them. But from a reselling perspective, I'm not super hot on Wild Fox anymore. In fact, I think I've done brands I no longer pick up videos, and Wild Fox has certainly made that list. Okay, on the next sale, if you have a young child who wears a size 2T, a young girl, I guess, and you would like a splendid striped tank dress, brand new, check out my closet because I have them listed for $15 and I have so many of these, and this was the first one that sold. Actually, I had them listed for $25 and I was like, okay, I have so many of these and they're not selling. I'm gonna lower the price to $15. So then the first one sold. So yay, very, very happy about that. sold for $9. It retails for $44, brand new in box. So this, I got a ton of these through liquidation. This one sold for $9 with discounted shipping. So it gave me a gross profit of 15 cents. And it took 288 days for my first one to sell. So, yeah, I wouldn't have picked this up in a thrift store. Oh, it's going to Hawaii. That's cool. But yeah, it is, I'm very, very, very happy to see the first one go. I was thinking about just pulling them all and donating them, and maybe eventually I will do it with the remaining, because I have, again, so many of them. If you want one, just send me any offer. I'll probably accept it. Anyway, okay, so next this was actually in my bins, throw up with me a recent haul, and it is a pair of Patagonia hemp cotton shorts. And these, here, actually, let me see, can I fold these a little bit better? Yeah, so I can fit them in a little one. Okay, so anyway, these I got at the bins for $1.27, and I had them listed for $32, and they sold for 40% off for $19, which gave me a gross profit of $11.91, and they sold after only 9 days. So that's good. I love finding and selling Patagonia. Okay, and I pick up basically anything Patagonia that I come across at the bins. Next was a really good sale. I'm running out of these. I had got a few of these through liquidation. They're so pretty. It's this Free People ombre long line chunky knit cardigan. It's really gorgeous. This one was a size medium, new without tags. So I had it listed close to retail at $190. And then someone accepted my 40% off offer for $114, which was great, and resulted in a gross profit of $77.84. And it took 503 days to sell. So it took a little while, but came through when I needed the sale most. Here, let's see. I need to figure out how to package these larger items better. Tomas was very good at it. Not so much. Anyway, okay. So with these larger items, I love using these large, oversized flame mailers. Okay. All right, and only 2 more sales left. The first was this Free People No Sweat tank. I have a bunch of these. I think actually I have like 5 more. I'm not sure. So yeah, if you would like one of these, check out my closet. But I got this through the same liquidation palette as that sweater. It was a Free People liquidation palette about not this past summer, but the summer before. And I had this listed for $30. Someone accepted my 40% off offer for $18. and that gave me a gross profit of $1.04. And I had it again for 514 days. So they are slowly but surely selling off. Which is good. I'll be sad when I run out of all of that inventory from that palette, because it's like just slowly produced income for me over time. Okay, and then the last sale was this pair of Everlane jeans. This was not a 40% off sale. I had these listed for 40 and someone sent me an offer for 34, which I accepted. Just get out this and let roller real quick. So they sent me an offer for 34 and I accepted it, and so I had a gross profit of $24.30 and they sold in 69 days. So, oh, because I got these at the bins, I think for 88 cents. Alright, and that was my last sale of the weekend. So let's go over my total sales numbers for the weekend. I had in total $1,004.44 in sales and a gross profit of $582.18. Let me tell you, I have barely listed this past week. So my goal is to list more in the upcoming week. But I don't even think I'll have time to list anything today. So life is just so crazy busy these days. And it just seems like I never have time for anything. I know that in parenthood they say the days go slow, but for me the days like go so fast. And I'm like, by the end of the day I'm like, dang it, I didn't get to do this, but it's fine. Like, I'm very happy with life right now, even though it's chaotic and a lot going on. But in some ways I've never been happier because I get to spend time with my baby girl, which is, you know, priceless. But anyways, that's I guess new average when it comes to sales weekend. So grateful for it. Thank you all so much for watching this video. Let me know in the comments down below how your sales are doing. Now we are at the end of March, so what are your goals for April? Are you more optimistic for April, or did you have a good March? Let me know in the comments. And if you like this type of video, be sure to give it a big old thumbs up and subscribe to my YouTube channel. I put out new videos every Monday and Thursday. I shoot them, Matt edits them, so if you put any memes in here, that's why. I don't know what he puts in on these videos, to be honest. So hi Matt, thank you for editing. But anyways, subscribe to the YouTube channel, and yeah, I'll see y'all in the next one. Okay, love y'all. Bye.